It's time!
Oh yeah, it's time for Miss Lou Champion Sports Talk.
I knew these two guys when I had hair.
For me, it was just all about being coachable, being approachable, being a good team guy, and being what I'm supposed to be when I'm supposed to be.
Where were they getting the hair from?
I think they took it from his lower back.
Okay.
And they moved it to the top. With me, Ronnie Calhoun, and the legend, Joey Martin. It's entertaining, informative, and sometimes a little crazy. So sit back and enjoy the show. Hey guys, before we get started, we want to tell you about our awesome partners, Syrah Technology, Gregg Vet Clinic, Hicks Chicks, Kenny Chesney's Chair Bay Rum, and all of our awesome partners that you see on the screen right now. Make sure to do business with them and tell them Miss Lou Champion sent you. Hey guys, Ronnie Calhoun here with my man Joey Martin for another episode of Champion Sports Talk. How are you?
Good. Seemed like we just left.
That's right. That's right. As always, we're brought to you by Magnolia Bluff Casino. Make sure to catch all the big games in the sportsbook section. TVs everywhere. Place a bet or two while you're down there. Might take some money home. Might not. Depends on how good you are. That's up to you. And as always, we're driven by Sango GMC. Visit our buddy Mark Sanguinetti and his champion team in Winsboro or Vidalia for all of your new and used car needs. And our awesome partners, Concordia Sentinel, all of our awesome partners out there. And thank you to all of our veterans, our military men and women serving all over the world. Without you guys, we can't do what we do, so we always want to say thank you to that. We got a champion show today, Joey.
Yes, indeed.
We got Natchez High head football coach Steve Davis with senior players Jakari Douglas and Dajuan Colbert. So, Dajuan. I was in South Louisiana for a while, so it comes out different. Thank you to Dajuan Colbert. But before we get those guys on, let's dive into some local sports.
Absolutely.
We're starting to get there, aren't we?
Yeah, well, we actually started last Friday. ACCS defended its state championship and defeated Bowling Green 48-28. Big day for Coleman Carter. Tossed 2 touchdown passes. And Sean Carey Cawthorn had a big game, scoring 3 touchdowns. So good job for them opening up. Cathedral had a tough one as Columbia scored 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter to defeat the Green Wave 25-21. Cathedral had a bunch of players going down with cramps. And that's something we'll talk with Steve about later, about how do you get ready and that fine line. But and that's what Josh Lloyd told me. I talked to him yesterday. He said, we had several ice chests in the locker room. We've done everything we can to prevent that. But, what else can you do? It's just.
Yeah, I mean.
It's hot.
It's hot, yeah.
And it's tough, and it's hard to push them right now.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, back to this week, ACCS is going to take on hosting their first game, St. Al.
Okay.
Which I didn't know this, but St. Al has not won a football game since their season opener in 2022. That's talking about a different St. Al right there.
They have a tough one this week.
Yeah, exactly. Cathedral's hosting Central Hines, and that should be a good game. Moving on to the softball field.
Cathedral had a lead at half, right?
Yes. They had an interception by Tristan Fondra and went 100 yards.
Yeah.
Put them in the lead. And then they didn't
score in the second half.
Yeah.
Okay.
ACCS softball defeated St. Al 7-6.
Big one. Yeah.
Savannah Buck was at St. Al, so that was sweet and good for them.
That was one of the ones
first district win.
That was one of the ones they were saying they were looking forward to the most when we had them in.
Exactly, because his cat little
chip.
Last year was, and the coach still didn't shake her hand after the game.
Wow.
Come on.
Yeah.
Anyway, Riley King and Madison Green pitched for the Lady Rebels, and Sophia Carter had her 4th home run. Mia Drain had her 2nd, so congrats to them. And just a huge win for them, and it just shows you the job she's done there.
Mm-hmm.
AC defeated Tensas 17-0 Tuesday, so she actually wanted to have her players leave the base early just to not, and the Tensas coach told her, no, you can keep playing. So what do you do?
Keep whooping them. Keep whooping them. Like the kid in the neighborhood that won't quit. Keep whooping them.
Yeah, it's like the football coach. No, I don't want a running clock. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But that's probably good for the Tensall girls to just keep playing.
Yeah.
Get reps if, I mean,
yeah.
who knows where they're at. They may be very young or something like
That's right.
that.
That's right.
Coach may say, hey, we're not worried about the scoreboard. We just want to get more reps.
That's it.
Against a
That's
good
it.
team.
Just to let them know, hey, I want you to know that this feels like.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, true.
Cathedral dropped a tough one to Capaya Monday, 6-4, and like Craig Beasley said, it kind of puts their backs against the wall because their district is so tough. But they were going to play St. Al Tuesday, but a storm hit Vicksburg, knocked the lights out. So that's been rescheduled for September 23rd. Cathedral plays at WCCA today, so best of luck to those two.
Okay. Yeah.
That's about all I got, brother.
Well, glad to see both of the softball teams. I mean, they're playing well.
Yeah.
I'm sure that they would both tell you they've got some stuff to work on.
Sure.
And coaches are never satisfied. We know how that is, but it's good to see them playing pretty well. And a lot of the local girls are having really good years.
They are.
They're all good kids, so we're just pulling for them.
Absolutely.
Anything else you want to get to before we get to these guys?
Let's get the guys.
We'll be right back after a quick break with Coach Steve Davis and a couple of his players.
Playtime, game time. Anytime is a good time at Magnolia Bluffs Casino Hotel. Play to win our Magnolia Money Explosion giveaways and our $12,000 Summer Cash Splash Grand Prize. Win your share of $200,000 this summer at Magnolia Bluffs Casino Hotel. It's always a good time. Visit magnoliabluffscasino.com.
Guys, Ronnie and Shannon here with Miss Lou Champion Spotlight.
And we're here at our amazing partners, Gregg Veterinary Hospital.
Gregg Veterinary Hospital has been providing comprehensive, reliable, cutting-edge veterinary services to pets in the Miss Lou since 2002.
They welcome pets of all shapes and sizes who are in need of emergency treatment or who require routine medical, surgical, and dental care.
Dr. Gregg and his team offer a long list of services, including in-house laboratory diagnostics, digital x-ray, soft tissue, orthopedic surgery, dental care, extractions, laser surgery, laser therapy, preventative health, and wellness plans.
And if you need grooming and boarding services, they do that too.
So call Gregg Vet today.
We want to tell you about our awesome partners, Syrah Technology, Gregg Vet Clinic, Hicks Chicks, Kenny Chesney's Blue Chair Bay Rum, and all of our awesome partners that you see on the screen right now. Make sure to do business with them and tell them Miss Lou Champion sent you.
All right, guys, we are back with Natchez High head football coach Steve Davis, senior players Jakari Douglas, and Dajuan Colbert. I'm sorry, Dajuan. Coach, thank y'all for coming out today. Number one, thank you fellas for coming out this morning.
Glad to be here.
Y'all doing all right?
We're doing good this morning.
Good. Y'all have a big game coming up tomorrow night, Jamboree, right?
Yes, sir. We'll be playing Franklin County. We're looking forward to seeing someone else other than us.
Tired of beating up each other?
Tired of beating up each other.
Somebody else.
Most definitely.
Well, Joe, we'll get us started this morning. Go ahead and kick us off.
Your third year head coach at at Natchez High. What's the progression been like, Steve?
The progression has been good. Even though we've gone 5 and 6 both years, the first year we missed out on the playoffs. We went first round last year, but the biggest improvement for us has been overall team chemistry, being strong in the weight room. Practice is, I'm going to say, through my first 3 years here, the first 3 weeks of practice have been better than I could have ever imagined. We always preach practicing with tempo and pace. And the tempo and pace has been great. Guys are really understanding. We've been flying around. The offense has its days. The defense has its days. So I'm pleased with the shape that we're in, and I think the guys realize exactly how good we can be.
That's awesome. And Jakari, you go first, and then Dajuan. What's it like being a senior this year?
It really came fast, faster than I expected. Like in the blink of an eye, it was just here. So it's like I know I just got a matter of time left. So I just got to make the most out of it.
That's awesome. How about you, Dajuan?
Like you said, it came fast, but it ain't really hit me yet.
Do you feel like you have to be more of a leader on the field as a senior?
I feel like I'm a leader. They know what I can do and stuff. It just, I could talk more though. Not to be a leader still.
Awesome.
And Coach, you said off the set a while ago, you were saying that you guys have 24 seniors.
Yes.
So I guess two questions is you can answer them in whichever order you want. What made you decide to bring these two out of the 24? And then the other is, what's it like to coach? Because it's pretty rare that you coach a team with that many seniors, I'm assuming.
I chose these two. JK, which is what we call him. He is our Swiss Army knife. You know, we line him up in the slot. We put him in the backfield. He goes to hammer back. To me, and I'm not slighting anyone, he fits who I want us to be. Tough, hard-nosed, disciplined kid, great student athlete. So, you know, to me, you know, it was kind of easy to pick him, you know, whereas D, you know, D is quiet, but we know once he gets going, when he starts talking, when he starts playing, that defense is going to listen to him. He's also a kid who is a great student athlete. And so to me, you know, it was just easy. I have a lot of student athletes who have high GPAs, you know, good ACT scores who could do it, but it was just something about, you know, these two that I said, hey, you know, they got to come with me today.
Yeah.
And so, you know, that was the reason. Coaching 24 seniors. This.
Have you ever coached a team with this many seniors?
Never. They're almost bigger than the team I had over in Franklin County, just the senior team alone, class alone. But this is a tight-knit senior group. They have been playing together since their Little League days, and I listened to them talk, and they have stayed together. They have put up with me for 3 years. You know, I was a change from the old regime, you know, preaching weight room, preaching being in conditioning, preaching, you know, discipline, preaching high character. And you know, these guys, you know, we have a love for each other. We have a bond for each other. And I would like to think the respect we have keeps us going like this. And it's actually great. They know I'm a fuss, but my passion to win, my passion for them to actually be great is all I want.
Yeah, and something that and I'll pass it back to you in a minute, Joey. But one of the books that I read somewhere along the way is a book called Good to Great, and I think about that all the time. And I think about, you know, being good is hard.
It is,
and being great is only like that much further. Like, so if you just push that extra little bit, you could be great.
That's it.
But most people stop at good because they get complacent, they get satisfied. They're okay with good.
Good, right.
And it's not that much further to go. So always put that foot on that gas and go that extra. It might be an extra inch sometimes,
right,
you know.
Right. You know, that's all you need. But I know these guys, you know, they especially this one right here, you know, we have to sell them down sometimes. But hey, you know, we just come. But he wants to push and push and push and push, and he's more vocal with his. Whereas D, and I have about 15 or 16. They don't really talk much, but you know, when it's time to go, they go. So it's been fun.
Yeah,
it has been fun.
I'm excited now to hearing all this, and excited to follow you guys this year.
It's a good feeling out, a good vibe.
Love it right
now. Love your energy and passion too.
Gotta.
I can already feel it. I'm like, man, I can't wait to follow these guys this year.
You're 6-6 in district overall, is that right?
Yes.
And it hasn't been since Robert Raines was there in '97 that a coach has had a winning district record. So I know that's something that a goal of yours is to get Natchez back on the map.
Most definitely. You know, we always talk about it. We have actually set goals. We set goals last year to win district. We fell short a couple of plays here and there, pushed us down to like, third place. But these guys have actually lived that. So now, they understand what it takes. So anything short of us winning our first district title since '98, we're not settling for that. Basically, we want to come out on top.
Absolutely. Were there Natchez players, both of you guys growing up, that y'all like to follow or looked up to? I know what Joshua Trask and that line.
It's really a lot though. That's why I can't really put a finger on it. We got the Sidney Davises, the James Singleton, the Dre Milton. He don't even play football no more. He went to college for baseball. We got the Rico Richardson. We got and that's his uncle.
Okay.
We got a lot.
We know what his answer is going to be. It's got to be.
So what's it like having Sidney as a coach?
Oh, it's fun. It's really like having an older brother as a coach, but he gonna push you. It's like having an older brother as a coach that's gonna push you to the limit every day.
What about you, Dajuan? Is anybody you remember growing up and looking up to?
Growing up, not necessarily, but lately, I just been going to the field with him. EJ Woods.
Okay.
He been teaching me the ways and stuff.
Oh, that's good. Do y'all have a favorite player, college or NFL?
Mine's Patrick Surtain.
Okay. That's a good one. That's a good one.
I'd probably say mine, Jalen Water.
Yeah.
Good one.
Those are good ones.
They are.
So I like to always ask this because just the mindset of it, especially with 24 seniors, everybody likes to play at home. Everybody likes to hear the pat on the backs and all of that. But how do you guys do you enjoy that villain role of going into that opponent's stadium and walking in saying we're about to tear some stuff up? Or what's the mindset going into that for you guys?
My mindset when I go into the away game is just like I'm gonna show them what they don't see. I'm gonna show them what they don't see at home. When I come in their home, they gonna remember me when I leave.
I like that.
That's how it is.
He said that's just how it is. I like it. What about you, D? How's your mindset?
It's kind of fun going away games. You ain't really got that many people on our side, and then just to come there and take over, beat them on their home field, feel good.
Make a big play, and you hear the crowd get quiet. Yeah. What about you, Coach? From a coaching standpoint, do you see a difference between the guys whenever it's a home game versus going on a tough road game?
I think my guys love playing on the road, and it's crazy. Overall, we love going on the road because we get away from the hometown distractions. So, when we're on the road, we're on the bus, we get to basically unwind and, just relax. And then, my thing I always preach is that, hey, we're going to go in here, we're going to take what's ours, and then, we're going to leave.
Yeah.
My first year, I think 4 teams had us to be their homecoming game. Then we've been going in spoiling homecomings and senior nights. So this year, only 1 team has us down for homecoming. Hazelhurst.
That was priceless.
Hazelhurst has us down for homecoming.
I think you just circled a game.
I think you just circled a game. So.
Yeah. So when we go to Hazelhurst and when Coach Gary called and said, Coach, we got we're gonna change homecoming to y'all, I was like, you sure? Not being, but it's I'm just like, you sure?
Well, I know our follow-up question, and that was going to be, do you have any games circled this year? Without giving any bulletin board material, but do you guys have any games circled?
All of them.
That's your answer, Hunter.
All of them?
It's good. Yeah. One by one, right?
One by one, our goal is to go 1-0 every week. We some teams who beat us last season saw us in 7-7 over the summer, and they were bragging about, last season. And our thing is, last season was last season.
That's right.
You know, this is a whole new season now. So if they want to live in the past, that's fine. You know, we're going to take care of the future. You know, we're onto this year right here.
Yeah, I like that mindset.
But you played at Natchez High. How different is it, the players and the game itself?
It's changed a lot. You know, I was in that first class.
Okay. 89.
89. You know, when the schools first merged. So I was there. I didn't finish. I went to baseball because there was so many athletes at that time, and at 5'5", 150, you know, I had to go to where I thought I was going to get into school. So, you know, I left. But I was always around Coach Calco and them and the staff. And, you know, you had like your Lance Reeves and your Darren Clarks and your Lee McNeils and all those guys like that. So, you know, it was a lot of guys coming through who actually went on to play big time football. So the change is more so back then we didn't have all of the distractions like they do now with the social media and the games. There's no
entirely different world.
It's an entirely different world. But I'm blessed with guys who, when I go to do work at the school, they're out on the field. You know, they are either running routes or covering one-on-one. You know, they all putting in work. And you don't see guys doing that these days a lot. Yeah. So, you know, I have guys who have a passion for that. And you know, that keeps them going, which keeps me going. So whatever they want, I give it to them.
Yeah. I can tell you, you guys, I don't know if you followed college, but that 2019 LSU team, which was so special, maybe the best ever, one of the things that they were known for, before the season even started, everybody kept talking about how Burrow, Jefferson, and Chase were on the field all the time, just throwing. Like with it, no coaches around, they were perfecting it themselves.
Right.
And then, I mean, you can see it on the field. So, especially with the rules these days of how many hours you have with them and all of that, if you guys don't take it up on yourself, there's not enough hours that he can spend with you. So I like to hear that.
Yeah. Among 5A schools, where do y'all rank size-wise?
Size-wise, we're about we're like 648. We're like in that top half of school. So we'll probably be 5A again next year. Just glad, you know, we don't have to travel back over, you know, to the Wayne counters on those long rides, going from state line to state line.
Yeah.
But, you know, honestly, and I don't care who hear this, if we do get a chance to see Wayne County in the playoffs, I'm sure these guys are going to be ready to go, because the last time, you know, we were there, they left a bad taste in our mouth.
Yeah.
So.
Right. Well, it's Goshen as well.
So did Goshen as well, yeah.
Okay, let's have a little fun real quick and let you guys be analysts. We'll let you play the analyst role. You break down his game, and then I'm gonna let you break down his game.
So, so we're gonna start out with this. And like seven going to 8th grade was the year like we really was at the field like every day. Cause it's like our big years were coming up, our high school years were coming up. So we took it way more serious. So we used to do like one-on-ones like almost every day. Every day we'll go to the Bluffs, we'll do 7-on-7, 1-on-1. So it's like every day I knew who I wanted to go against before I even got there. I want to go against him. And this is still how it is to this day. It's like, all right, his game. He gonna be in your pocket. He gonna be right here beside you the whole way. But it's like, you gotta get him with a move. You gotta get him with a decoy move to get him. He ain't going for it.
He's tough.
Yeah, he gonna play through the hands. He gonna be right down side. He can really read your route, like, without him knowing it. Like, he'll run your route for you. So it's like, he really helped me become the route runner today, to be honest.
All right, so now you have to say something nice back, because that was so put on your analyst hat for a minute.
He's a great route runner. He's quick. He got a lot of releases. He got a lot of double moves. He go get you. He gonna make sure he get you. Just gotta be real patient with him. Well, he gonna get you every time.
Who's some of the best players y'all played against? Anybody stick out?
best player we played against. I say when I think about one of the best players we played, I think about two people. I think about it's a kid from Lawrence County. He just graduated.
Hardy.
Yeah, Hardy. And then it's a kid from Brookhaven. He played for Mississippi State now.
Xavier
Gregg.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's you, Dajuan.
I said Brookhaven running back too.
Mm-hmm.
And, recently, I said Go Shea running back. He told us up.
Well, how do y'all motivate yourselves before a game? Do you like to listen to some type of music, or what do you do to get ready?
I feel like I'm already motivated off the fact that I want to prove myself. Like that I want to wake the people up about who Natchez really is. So that's what I'm motivated off of. The music just a plus. It just adds to my motivation.
Okay. About you, Dajuan? Any way you get ready?
This year, I'm just motivated because I want to leave a mark here. I want to make history. I want to get the championship this year. This is my last year.
Awesome.
What's the game like over? I'm gonna have to come to a game this year. I know Miss Reynolds over there at the high school. My buddy Tony Fields. I run into him all the time, and I've never been to a game over there. I've only been back here for about 7 years now.
Please come.
So I need to come check it out. What's the atmosphere like over there? Does it get pretty rowdy?
If you had to come to a game this year, I'd say you make it the game against us in Jefferson County this year.
That's what I hear. So that's home this year?
Yes, that's home this year.
Yeah.
Probably
September
be the
27th.
most packed game in Natchez this year.
There was a lot of people last year that said that they went to that game. So that makes sense. We need to go to that, Joey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think we finally reached a point to where Coach Sidney Davis and I, he's the OC, to where, we push tempo. We want the ball snapped in 7 seconds. Sometimes we want the ball snapped in 12 seconds when we check. So
you got to be in shape.
We have we got the stopwatches out. We in practice. We getting lined up, following the ball. So we practice with tempo and pace. So on Fridays, we want to be kind of like Oregon was under Chip Kelly.
Yeah.
We want to go fast. We want to go real fast. So that's what we want.
And that keeps you in shape too on the defensive side, practicing against that. Yeah.
We're talking about your quarterback, Caden Walter, and all that experience. Big things expected out of him.
Very big things expected. He's gotten stronger. When I first got Caden, he was like 137 pounds, maybe 140 fully dressed. He's been in the weight room going into his senior year now. He's up to 168. Wow. Very live arm. He can run more. He was probably a 5'2" when I got him, probably down to a 4'7" right now.
Okay.
So he's fast. So he becomes a big key for us this year, because normally in the past, teams, they wouldn't worry about him running, but now, they're going to have to worry about him running. And the connection he has with his backs and his wideouts is something that'd be very, very helpful for us.
You kin to Jimmy?
That's Jimmy's son.
Is it?
That is Jimmy's son.
Jimmy's one of my favorites of all time. You know that.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
What about future scheduling? Would you like to see maybe even getting some teams across the river possible, or anything like that?
If possible, yes. I've had schools calling already, looking at schedules. Originally called, of course, Jefferson County called back again. We talked to Hazlehurst again. Been talking to South Pike, and if I can get Faraday on the schedule, or either Vidal, that'd be good for the area. So, we'll be talking just to see. The only thing that hurts that is that we change this year and they change the year after us, to where they get to reschedule teams.
Right.
But me coaching against Coach West, I would love it for the area.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. And Joey, I know we've only got a few more minutes with you guys, but I know that you wanted to talk about, we talked about in our first segment, the heat, and you were saying that Cathedral was catching cramps in the second half, and I know you wanted to bring that up to Coach.
Yeah.
We like I said, we try to practice with tempo and pace. So we do a lot of running. We don't even have to run after practice as much to try to get guys going. But we keep water. We keep. I'm waiting on my next stock of Gatorade to come in. We give them Pedialyte. So we preach hydration, nutrition, all that type of good stuff. But we try to keep that pace doing practice going. So on Friday nights when when they're just going for a blow, that adrenaline is flowing, we won't catch those cramps. So so far we haven't caught a cramp in camp.
Okay.
So even with the running that we do, because our schedule, we're gonna start off with a tempo period. Then we have like a blitz period. Then we go through pursuit. Then we'll throw special teams in there. So it's always running, and we're pushing the tempo, pushing the tempo, pushing the tempo. And with that, we didn't start practice during the heat wave until 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
So my first goal is to keep these guys safe and to keep them healthy. So going out there at like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock practicing when it's 116 degrees was something we were not going to do.
Yeah, yeah. Well, my last question for you guys, and then I'll let Joey get us out of here. I'll give him the last question. But my last question is kind of playing off of that, and I'll give each of you guys a chance to answer. Nutrition seems to me like something that's often overlooked. Whenever I taught at Vidalia Junior High, I would have a lot of guys that would say, I'm trying to get the weight rooms running, this and that, blah, blah, blah. And then I see them out of recess eating Cheetos and all that. I'm like, man, I thought you wanted to get to the NFL. I'm like, man, you got to get some protein in your body, cut all this stuff out and stop eating all the sugar and all that. So when you're young, you could get away with it. But I mean, to function at your best, you gotta put it in. So how important do you take that?
See, I took it important for I started taking it serious like I say my 7th grade year, because like my mother, she started pushing it out for me. She was really helping me too. Like she'll have meals prepared for me when I come home after practice. She'll have fruits in the refrigerator. She'll have different stuff, like different healthy stuff for me to eat. So like I was always straight with the nutrition side of the thing.
Yeah.
I stay hydrated. She gonna keep me hydrated. She gonna keep liquid IV. She gonna keep all that around me. Like she gonna make sure I'm good.
So mama keeping you in line. I got you.
It's her.
I like
that. It's not me, it's her.
I like that. Dave, what do you think as far as do you take nutrition? Is that something you consciously think about?
In the beginning I didn't, but coach came some workouts. Killed you, so got to take some, be prepared for that.
Yeah. Look, I tell people, there's two types of eaters: people that eat for entertainment and people that eat for fuel. And with you guys trying to get to where you want to go, because I bet you guys want to go to the next level if possible and all of that. So that's my only, recommendation moving forward is just to be careful what you're putting in there.
Right.
And so, Joey, I'll pass the.
What I want to say
give you
is
the last one.
Natchez gets bad publicity. And I want to say through the years, going even to North Natchez, South Natchez, and Natchez High, going out there and the student athletes coming up, hey, sir, how are you? Can I help you?
Right.
And I'll take you right to them. I mean, just great kids who don't get recognized. And,
Right.
and that's the majority of your kids.
That's true.
And the thing about it also is you deal with a lot more than any other coaches off the field. You're a father figure to a lot of them. And I know I was seeing Josh West the other day, and he was kind of bummed out. And I said, what's going on? He said, well, this kid I coached in the middle school has some problems and just called me and I'm trying to help him out. That's something you deal with all the time.
Right. My kids know, even the parents, they can call me. They can text me, like any relationship is, you have your bumps and bruises, but in the end, they know I'm here to help, so they can call me, they can text me, they may call me 9 at night, 10 at night, if it's something going on, bad day at school, then, we pull them to the side and talk to them, this, that, and the other. But these relationships last forever. And I want to be more than just coach. When they leave, this door is always open for them, pushing them to actually be the best. Like we say, back when we were their age, we didn't know. So somebody had to push us, and we fought against it. We rebelled against it, but it was for us. And my thing is to prepare these guys for life.
Yeah.
Football will take care of football, but as when they walk across that stage in May, I just want to know I have done a part to prepare them for life.
Yeah.
Yep. And when you play, there wasn't social media. There wasn't some guy on Facebook bashing the school system.
Right.
And, that's not good
Yeah.
for most of the kids, I'd say 90% of the kids are like these two young men right here. Outstanding young men.
And it's crazy because, we always talk, we whenever being at home on the road, what I always say, we Natchez, man. Y'all already know how people see us. We're Natchez, so we could be doing stuff right, and it still comes off as like being, as us doing wrong. So, I don't know why, when it started, where it happened from, but for some reason, it's like, it's truly
just negative people just want to talk about negative.
It's truly Natchez versus everybody.
Right. Absolutely.
I don't mean to interrupt.
No, go ahead.
I just want to bring this up, like something I remember about going on the road in the playoff last season. So when we first made the playoff last season, I leave practice and I get on Facebook and I go to the Mississippi High School sports page and I was just read. And it was like Natchez High in the playoffs, such and such. So they was making predictions. So I go to the comment, the most famous comment, most famous comment. Guess what it say?
What's that?
Who let the thugs in the playoffs? They was talking about Natchez.
Right.
Wow.
I remember that. Yeah.
Wow.
One of the things that we're trying to do, because I've talked to Tony about it a lot, and one of the things that I see is that social media sets a narrative so much that we let these idiots get on social media and just say whatever they want to say. They don't even know what they're talking about half the time. So one of the things that we just started doing as Miss Lou Champion Spotlight, I got with all the area schools, and every one of them responded immediately and said, I love it. Let's do it. So we're going to do this thing called an education spotlight every month. We just did the first one. And what we're doing is we're giving them the podium, literally the podium, for 5 to 8 minutes once a month to send whoever they want to send to share the good news about the school. Because I always say, like, I use the football term. I told all the principals and all that, so we got to play offense.
Right.
We can't get on social media defending ourselves all the time. We got to play offense and get out ahead of it and be like, let's us set the narrative and let us show what's going on. Because I know I work with a lot of people from Natchez High and the Natchez schools, all the schools around here. So many good things that are happening. So many awesome young men and women. And it kills me, man, to see that stuff on social media, because it's people that don't even have a kid in school. They don't even know what they're talking about. They just get on there and they heard something, or they didn't even hear something. They just get on there and say something.
They just want
and to those people, anybody that's out there listening, I would just say shame on you, man. Try to get your information right.
Right.
Try to get because the fact is, we all, no matter what school system in the world, you got your bad apples, and
everywhere.
You got mostly good people
Right.
who are there for the right thing. So that's my little soapbox. But that's what I'm trying to do personally in my team here with Miss Lou Champion Spotlight. We're fighting for you guys to. We're trying to tell the story, the positive stories about what's going on out there, because of guys like y'all. So. We appreciate y'all. Y'all keep up the hard work. You don't worry about all that. You keep up the hard work and do what you got to do, and we'll keep fighting for you. So, Joe, you got anything else you want to add?
I mean, you nailed it. And y'all are the spotlight of the Miss Lou. Y'all are the biggest school. Y'all are in the spotlight. And when y'all do well, everybody gets on board. And I'm just so excited about talking to you guys and the enthusiasm and energy y'all have and how you represent. And we just wish y'all the best of luck.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
And before we get out, I got to shout out my girl, Miss Brenda Brown, over at Merritt Hospital, one of the sweetest ladies ever. huge Natchez High fan. So I got to give her a shout out. Thank you guys for coming in.
We
Great
appreciate
talk.
it.
I'm excited about the year. I can see the excitement in you guys, and that makes me excited.
We're excited. I'm so ready for Friday night under the lights. I don't know what to do. You know, when I tell you from the time we lost to Gaucher, we came back that next week, and we started. We put the plan in place. We hit the weight room, and it's been like from November to now. So like it's taken forever to get here.
Yeah.
But you know, we have been building up to it. I think we're ready. And my guys, you know, they're ready to play some football.
I think so too. And I always tell people, if you're not enthusiastic about what you're doing, how you expect anybody else to be enthusiastic? So always keep that enthusiasm, fellas.
Go Bulldogs.
Go.
Hi, it's Shannon with Miss Lou Champion Spotlight. If you like what we're doing, be sure to follow, like, share, and even comment on all our content. Also, visit MissLouChampions.com to sign up for our newsletter and to receive other information, as well as the opportunity to receive some awesome prizes. Thank you, Miss Lou, for your continued support, and as always, have a champion day. Hey y'all, it's Ronnie and Shannon with Miss Lou Champion Spotlight.
And we want to tell you about our awesome partner, J.E. Hicks Distributing Company, also known as Hicks Chicks.
Hicks Chicks is a local, family-owned food distribution company that has been serving the Miss Lou since 1945. You already know they serve all of your favorite restaurants, but did you know that they are also open to the public?
Hicks Chicks has a variety of food products, including delicious heat and eat options like chicken and dumplings, white bean chicken chili, lasagna, and gumbo. They also carry a wide variety of seafood options like shrimp, crabs, tuna steaks, salmon, and catfish.
And don't forget about their delicious burgers that are already pattied up for you, and their amazing dessert options.
So stop by today at 1380 Martin Luther King Jr. Road in Natchez. Hicks Chicks.
Way more than just chicken.
We want to tell you about our awesome partners, Syrah Technology, Gregg Vet Clinic, Hicks Chicks, Kenny Chesney's Chair Bay Rum, and all of our awesome partners that you see on the screen right now. Make sure to do business with them and tell them Miss Lou Champion sent you.
All right, Joe, we're back. We just had Coach Steve Davis, Jakari Douglas, and Dajuan Colbert. Man, that was a nice interview.
That was fun. Outstanding. Those two young men are really
impressive.
Very impressive, and just excited to see what Natchez does.
Yeah, that was a fun interview. That was I really enjoyed that.
And Steve is always just so passionate about what he does, and you can see the job he's doing and the influence he has on these kids.
Yeah. Yeah, you told me last year, you said just keep an eye on him because he's going to build it and he's going to do some good things and all of that. So this is my second year to get to know him and sit down with him for an interview and all of that. And I'm enjoyed getting to know him. Yeah, the two young men that he brought today, they were, I think, great representatives of Natchez High and Natchez community.
Yeah, just makes you want to pull more for them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They seem enthusiastic about the season.
They are.
Yeah. Seems like they have a lot to be enthusiastic about.
I agree with you.
We'll have to go to that Jefferson County game. Yeah. Hopefully the schedules work out because I really want to go to that. Anything jump out to you today?
Just want to mention.
Did anything jump out to you before we get on that? Did anything jump out to you?
Just his statement about reading about somebody saying,
the
thugs in it.
Yeah, man.
That hit hard.
Yeah. I mean, just.
And people don't realize how that affects kids, but you could see how much it still hurt him.
Yeah. And and the bad thing is just some idiot on Facebook.
That's it.
It's just some low life out there typing something like that that knows nothing about the kids.
That's exactly.
So I hate to hear that. But it's also the reality of the world that we all have to live in, and people are crazy, man. So we just got to keep rolling and focus on what we can control, and
keep it positive.
Yeah, keep it rolling. And if you know who you are, none of that other stuff matters.
That's right.
So that was. I'm glad he spoke up and said that.
I am too.
Yes, I'm glad he spoke up and said that because maybe that'll raise a little bit of awareness. So, but yeah. So, anything else? We got
Just talk about got St. Al at ACCS tomorrow night. Cathedral's hosting Central Hines. Fairday scrimmaging Wassman and General Trask. Blake Wheeler over at Delta Charter, who's going to be our guest with 2 players next week.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah, they're scrimmaging Beekman. So, a lot going on. Like you say, it's here.
It's here, man. It's here. And then we'll have Fairday and Vidalia before we know it. That'll be fun.
2 weeks.
That's right.
Real.
Yeah. Well, man, I appreciate it again as always. This is one of my favorite days of the week.
Me too.
And my favorite things that I do all week. So, again, thank you to. Well, Dustin, you could probably put that. Oh, you could cut. All right. I said our closing thing a while ago, so you're gonna have to edit this little part out right here. But all right, so I'm gonna start over. So all right.
Yeah, let me think about this because you said I'm gonna have to basically I feel like I'm gonna have to cut your other one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Cut it from the second.
You cut it out of the second. My bad.
Yeah, so I don't know any other way.
My bad. And then I'll just do our closing here. So yeah. So we just want to say thank you to all of our viewers out there. Thank you again to Coach Steve Davis, Jakari Douglas, Dajuan, Colbert. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you to all of our viewers out there. Thank you to all of our amazing partners. Without our partners, we can't do what we do. We can't spotlight champions like these guys without our partners. We can't do everything we do in the community without our partners. They truly make it possible for us to do what we do because we got a team. And thank you to all of them. Do business with them when you can. Pick up the Sentinel when you can, every week. Not when you can, every week. Tell them thank you for helping us do that. Thank you to all of our viewers out there. God bless everybody. And as always, have a champion day.
Hey y'all, it's Ronnie and Shannon with Miss Lou Champion Spotlight.
And we want to tell you about our awesome partner, J.E. Hicks Distributing Company, also known as Hicks Chicks.
Hicks Chicks is a local, family-owned food distribution company that has been serving the Miss Lou since 1945. You already know they serve all of your favorite restaurants, but did you know that they are also open to the public?
Hicks Chicks has a variety of food products, including delicious heat and eat options like chicken and dumplings, white bean chicken chili, lasagna, and gumbo. They also carry a wide variety of seafood options like shrimp, crabs, tuna steaks, salmon, and catfish.
And don't forget about their delicious burgers that are already pattied up for you and their amazing dessert options.
So stop by today at 1380 Martin Luther King Jr. Road in Natchez. Hicks Chicks.
Way more than just chicken.
Guys, Ronnie and Shannon here with Miss Lou Champion Spotlight.
And we're here at our amazing partners, Gregg Veterinary Hospital.
Gregg Veterinary Hospital has been providing comprehensive, reliable, cutting-edge veterinary services to pets in the Miss Lou since 2002.
They welcome pets of all shapes and sizes who are in need of emergency treatment or who require routine medical, surgical, and dental care.
Dr. Gregg and his team offer a long list of services, including in-house laboratory diagnostics, digital x-ray, soft tissue, orthopedic surgery, dental care, extractions, laser surgery, laser therapy, preventative health, and wellness plans.
And if you need grooming and boarding services, they do that too.
So call Gregg Vet today.
Playtime, game time. Anytime is a good time at Magnolia Bluffs Casino Hotel. Play to win our Magnolia Money Explosion giveaways and our $12,000 Summer Cash Splash Grand Prize. Win your share of $200,000 this summer at Magnolia Bluffs Casino Hotel. It's always a good time. Visit MagnoliaBluffsCasino.com.